Okay, so in our last video, we have learned how to make a simple to-do application using Firebase Firestore. And now in this video, we are going to host this code on cloud. So we are going to use free Firebase hosting and just click on this hosting. And here click on get started. So the first thing we have to do is to initialize Firebase tools. Copy this command, and so I've created a new folder here, name it YouTube hosting. Okay, inside this folder, open the terminal and just paste this command. It will take a few seconds to install the Firebase tools. Okay, it is done. And then our next step is to go back here, click on next. Okay, so don't forget to check this, show me steps to add Firebase JavaScript SDK to my app. Okay, next. So the next step is to run this command, Firebase Login. Firebase Login. Okay, so it says that you are already logged in with this ID. If you are not logged in, it will so it will redirect you to the to this page, and from here you can log in. Okay, so the next step is to Firebase Initialize. Go back here, Firebase Initialize. Okay, so here it will ask me what features I want to use. So currently we are using this. So with your up and down arrow, you can go to the other features. So I need this hosting configure files for Firebase hosting, and optionally set up for GitHub action deploy. Okay, so press space, it will select this one and press enter. So create a new project or use an existing project. So we are going to use existing project. So let me see what is the name of our project. Let me go back here, YouTube Studio to do app. YouTube Studio to do app. Okay. Go back here. Next. Okay. So the name of our project is YouTube Studio. It should be in Y. YouTube Studio to do app. Right. Press enter. Do you want to do what do you want to use for public directory? Just press enter. Configure a single page application, press Y. Set up automatic builds deploy for GitHub, press no, because we are not going to use this feature for now. Press N, and the Firebase initialization is completed. Let's see here. We have a public folder here. Inside this folder we have this HTML. You can just delete this. So if you are so let's just see here. If I go next, and let me name my app to do application, to do app YouTube. Register and continue. Okay, it will take a few seconds. Okay, so we have already done these steps. So these are not required for Firebase hosting. These are required for if you are using the Firebase Firestore as we are using in our app. So these are required. Just skip these features. Click next. So the final command is Firebase Deploy. If I go back and I run this command, Firebase Deploy, press enter. Deploying hosting. Okay, done. it says that this is your URL. We can also find the URL here. If we click on this URL, this is the default page for Firebase, but we want to host this application on the cloud, right? So for this, what we have to do is that go back, open this project. This is our actual code. Copy this, go back, open this, go to public folder, replace this with our new code, replace, and then just run this command again, Firebase deploy. So what this will do is that it will upload your new file to the Firebase hosting. So this way you can host your HTML files to the Firebase hosting. If you want to share your code, your output with your friends, or for your assignment, you can do that. If I refresh this, I can see this here. So this is our application. On the left hand side, this is my local file, right? It is coming from my hard drive. This is from the cloud, YouTube Studio to do app. So it is also working fine. Firebase, this is our new task. This is done. So it is working really good. As you see that if we are using Firebase in our application, so it is syncing in all the applications. If this application is open in 2-3 other devices, everything will be synced. So if I delete from here, it will delete from here as well. If I delete from here, it will delete from here. Okay, so this is it. You can upload your files to the cloud without paying anything. This is free of cost. So in our next video, we will see how to use Firebase Firestore in Flutter.